here with Sam Barber after the dual meet with Minnesota, and just your overall impressions. You guys got off to a pretty good start, and we're out to a little bit of a lead, and then you got a nice finish with your 97-pounder.
Yeah, you know, I was really, we've been talking about, and for the entire year, not just this dual meet, but focusing on attitude, effort, and execution. And I think our guys, 10 weight classes, showed up and represented the institution phenomenally there. I think our attitude, our effort, conditioning, I think we were in matches, we fought to the last whistle. We got beat in some positions, we got beat by some better wrestlers, but as far as the effort goes, extremely proud of our guys.
Getting a chance to measure yourself against a team that's ranked #1. I know Iowa's #1 in the coaches poll, but just measuring yourself against a team the caliber of Minnesota, I mean, how much can you learn from that?
I think you learn a lot. I think what you see is that inches matter and sound basics, you know, the importance of that when you're wrestling high caliber people. Certain things that work about, you know, I'd say lower level wrestlers aren't the same things that work in the round of 12, the All-American round. So seeing what you know, high caliber programs are doing, seeing what good, you know, #1 ranked wrestlers in the country is what they do and where they're successful, and then gauging where we have to get better on that. I don't think there's a better thing for us than seeing that.
Josh Martinez was certainly impressive. I know he had a tough finish to the year last year. He had a little bit of an injury. I mean, how determined is he this year?
You know, Josh Martinez, Cole Von Olin, the United States Air Force Academy, we compete at the highest level. Our body of work during the season, we beat the best guys in the country. You know, we can compete with anybody. It doesn't matter who they are. We can do it here at the United States Air Force Academy, and really, it's just about doing it on the right weekend. All right, we're getting there. But I think focusing on that is not a healthy thing to do. I think we got to continue just to focus about becoming better and continue to work where we're strong, get better where we improve, but understand and have confidence. And I think people understand that if they're wrestling an Air Force guy, that they're going to have to wrestle and fight for 7 minutes, and we have some extremely talented guys in our program, and Josh Martinez is one of those guys.
And talk about your wins at 33 and 97. Both those kids look real good.
Anthony McHugh he was injured most of the year last year, so he's almost in his freshman season right now, you know, and he's a talented kid. He comes from a good background. He has some St. Ed's ties, but he went to Culver Military Academy in Indiana, but he's a good wrestler. So I'm not surprised by, you know, some of the things that Anthony's doing. Obviously, he didn't wrestle the Dardanes, but he's still a good wrestler, and he produces some good results for us. Jack Starter is our team senior captain this year, and he's a phenomenal guy. Probably the most improved wrestler in our program. The gains and growth that he's had wrestling over the last year is phenomenal, and we expect him. He's always been a leader in our program, a lot of other areas, and athletically he's doing it as well.
I'm doing a story on Dylan Ness, and I know you're close to the Minnesota program. You have a lot of ties to Minnesota. I mean, what do you like about Dylan, and I mean, what do you think his chances are of winning it this year?
What I like about Dylan is the same thing you appreciate about guys like Peyton Manning, is that he loves to compete. He loves to compete. He loves, the bigger the match, the more he loves it. You know, and that excitement for a guy like me that's a wrestling fan as well is like, I love to see guys that love to do what we do. And, you know, Dylan Ness loves to wrestle.
And last thing, you had a nice crowd today. I mean, that's good to see. I mean, how good was that just to see a few folks coming out today?
I think it's good. I think we got to continue to do stuff like this. You know, I think Minnesota was a big draw, but I think we promoted this event harder than we've ever promoted things, and the lesson there is that we got to promote all our dual meets, you know, the same way we promoted this dual meet. And if we ask, I think people will come. Colorado Springs is a phenomenal wrestling town. We have 27 high school wrestling programs here, and I think if we let them know what we're doing and they get to see what we have here, I think we'll get more people to come watch what we do.